Hey, Strummer Dundee here, and today we're doing something different. Today we're cooking. Kind of. It's more like assembly than cooking. Anyway, we're making sushi. I felt like making some sushi. I watched way too many YouTube videos with all the little hand rolling techniques, which turned into videos of onigiri, which turned into videos of bento boxes, and 17 hours later, I'm here. So, couple things about my culinary experience. One, the entire bookshelf directly behind me is filled with cookbooks. Two, I'm terrible at cooking. Three, I've burned every single container of rice I've ever tried to cook. So to help remedy some of these things, I'm actually cooking the sushi rice, which is like actual like sushi rice, in an instant pot, which is supposed to be helpful in some way to help cook the rice without me burning it. It's already worked with yellow rice, so hopefully it works with the sushi rice. I'm also not gonna try to mess around with cutting sashimi grade fish or anything. So I just have some like imitation crab that was like $5 from the grocery store. So we're gonna make really easy, hopefully something that can be called sushi today. And if you want just some hope as to how well this might turn out, I've already managed to cut myself on the sushi rice bag while I was trying to open it with a knife. So let's see how things turn out. Stick around if you want to see how to make really easy sushi from stuff from your grocery store, provided this works out. Stay tuned. Some things you'll need for this recipe include some sushi rice, some nori sheets or seaweed sheets, something to put in your sushi, which I have some crab meat. What's underneath that is the tea towel that I'm going to use because I don't have a bamboo rolling mat. You have a rice paddle to lay the rice out, some soy sauce for some flavor at the end, and some plastic wrap so nothing sticks to anything else, hopefully. Okay, so right now I have everything kind of laid out. This is one full sheet of the seaweed, which was kind of hard to get out of the package. It started ripping immediately. It's almost like stiff tissue paper. I have a pretty decent knife, cutting board. Here is just a little bit of the imitation crab I'm going to break up. We've got the rice with the rice paddle. Over here is just a tea towel, and I put one sheet of saran wrap kind of on it flat, or whatever it is. It's not even saran wrap, but just plastic stuff, so that works out. So first thing is, we're not using a whole sheet of seaweed. You are actually supposed to use only half of a sheet, according to all the videos I saw and the package instructions itself. So if you look on here, it's kind of hard to see in this light, but there's actually little perforations, whatever, there's little lines so often going through it. So actually there isn't a halfway one. That's weird. Well, I'm already confused.
It's supposed to cut it in half, but this isn't equal sections. Well, I'm just going to use the whole thing then. There we go, I guess. That's weird. Why does it say cut in half and then you don't use the whole thing?
I guess I'll just use, this is a little more than half, but that looks like about the size I should have. Let me just score that right there. And I'll just fold it along this line. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And then pull it off. So it kind of came off unevenly, but that's okay. So I'll save this piece for later. So alright, this looks like a good size. This is about like what I was seeing. Alright, so lay it like this. Let's get some of our rice, which has cooled down a goodly amount. And I'm just going to place it kind of in the middle here. And I kept seeing quite a lot of mention of not smushing the rice. You're just supposed to kind of lay it out decently. And it is very, very sticky and very, very vinegary, which is what helps keep the structural integrity. So a little dollop of rice. Spread it out with your fingers. It also mentioned you're supposed to like get your hands wet, which I did not do. So I'm gonna have rice sticking my fingers, but that's alright. Again, we're trying to spread it out. Pretty thin layer, because this is both a filling and kind of the glue to hold it together too. One thing I like about sushi is that it is so simple. I mean, it's rice, that's the main part of the sushi, and whatever kind of meat or filling you want to add into it. So you can have something that's just like rice and vegetables, but it's really filling and nice. Alright, so I think I almost have it, just a couple more bits around the end. I did see a lot of people using their hands for this, so I'm going to go ahead and use my hands for this as well. Just to fill in all the little gaps on the edges. There we go. Alright, so I think that's a pretty good layer for right now. I'm going to try to get some of this excess rice off my hands, and then we'll move into the crab. Okay, and we're back. So I probably should have had a little bowl of water on hand for that, but I didn't think about using my hands at all. That's what we got so far, just kind of a little rectangle, some rice going all around. So I'm going to move this up a little bit because I don't want to have huge chunks of imitation crab. So let me cut some of this down to size. Man, I watch so many sushi videos. There's this one guy who did steak. Looked very nice. Let me just cut little chunks here. It looks pretty decent. Just place them in the middle. Let's see. There we go. The bits fell out. Oh, that's green rice. Okay. Oh, sticky rice. Oh. No, sushi rice is done. Alright, so we have our little roll, and now we're going to try to roll it. So I'm going to transfer this to this, and we'll get rolling. Alright, so this is the tricky part, the roll itself. We do have the tea towel for some pressure. We have the plastic wrap so we don't get sticky rice everywhere, and we're just going to try to roll from one side to the other. So we're just going to take this, try to roll over, and press. Oh, crab meat's falling out. Alright, I'm just going to take my thumbs in, push that in, and of course I got rice on me already. Ooh. Bleh, bleh. So that's what we got so far. It's kind of just folded over. Press down this way. Alright, now I'm going to get the tea towel to help get some resistance going on. Use it to press down. And you're just kind of supposed to squeeze out this way. Alright, now we have it like this. I'm going to push it more on top. This way, squeeze out. Please don't judge, this is literally the first time I have ever made sushi. Alright, let's unroll. Looks a little like a squashed burrito, but you know, I think it's closed. So let's look. Yeah, my seams could use a little work. There's definitely some crab meat poking out the bottom. Let's just smush that in a little bit. Alright. So right now, we've got a roll. Let's try to cut this. Alright, a little difficult. A little smushed. Let's see how they look. Got 1, 2. Oh, that's sad. 3. This one's kind of popping out. 4. Middle ones look. Actually, yeah, middle ones look pretty decent. Middle ones look like sushi, I would say. So, here's my end result. They basically look alright. I'm going to practice a little bit more and see if I can get my crab meat ratio a little bit better, and also my cutting technique a little better, so I don't end up a little sad in pieces like this. So this is what we ended up with. Not too bad. Let's see how it tastes. I did put a little bit of soy sauce on there. Don't really do ginger or anything like that. Not too adventurous, I guess. Let's see. And yes, I know you're supposed to eat sushi with your hands, but this rice is sticky. Oop. Wow. I think I cut like the seaweed a tiny bit too thick, but that actually tastes like sushi I've gotten at my college cafe area before. It tastes like decent prepackaged sushi. Oh my god, I can't believe I made sushi right. This is exciting. I'm gonna have to make some onigiri. Stay tuned for more half-assed Japanese cooking. The imitation crab meat even tastes good. This is, oh my god. Itadakimasu. Oh.